defenders, I think, it's like.
People deluded, I'm back again.
Come on, Ian. Come on.
Thank you very much for that, Ian Wright. And with an introduction like that, what more can I say? Excluding people deluded, I'm back again. First things first, appreciative of all of you lot tuned in. Appreciate your consistent support. Make sure you're following on all my socials. Deluded Gooner 04. Twitch is I actually forgot it now. Deluded Gooner, people. So yeah, please make sure you're hitting the like button, you're commenting, you're turning on your notification bell, and you're subscribing. As usual, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and in some cases, good night. Another shameless plug, but by the time this video comes out, I'm pretty sure we'll be gearing up to watch Arsenal versus Brentford. It's kickoff at 3 p.m. I'll be live from 2 p.m. Make sure you're joining me and you're also smashing the like button on such. So yeah, one love for tuning in. I'm pretty sure you can see the title of this video. Allegedly, Arsenal are looking at Maddison or having an admiration for Maddison. We've been linked with Vitor Roque, who's over there playing in Brazil, people, a 17-year-old forward, and he looks quite decent. I've done a video on him before. So instead of wasting any more time, let's see what the tabloids are saying. If I share my screen with you lot, as I told you lot, people, we spoke on this guy before, I said Vitor Roque is the truth. I think he has the potential to be a superstar one day, and it makes sense as to, Real Madrid, Barcelona, Arsenal, just everybody in Europe's top elite clubs or in big five leagues or whatnot are having a look at the lad. Whether they're able to sign him is another thing. He obviously can't move to Europe until he's 18. I don't know when he turns 18. It could be at the end of this year. It could be in a few months. But I do think he will be a fantastic player in the future. He has the capacity to score goals. He's got that decisiveness in him. He's obviously Brazilian, so he's blessed with a wonderful level of technical level. So yeah, I did a video on him 5 months ago, people. So check that one out. Shameless plug in that. Looking at the reports, apparently Vitor Roque dreams of a move to Europe amid Barcelona, Real Madrid, and Juventus links. I mean, it seems like Barcelona are the front runners to convince him to sign for them, people. Real Madrid, obviously, of late, have been getting all the Brazilian lads in, Rodrigo, Endrick now, and obviously Vinicius Jr., people. And where Barcelona are concerned, surely they need to beat Real Madrid to the signing of one of these young Brazilian prodigies. But apparently, Vitor Roque, a talented player linked with Barca, Real Madrid, and Juventus, has revealed it is his dream to play in Europe. He's only 17, people, and he does have a wonderful amount of physical and mental attributes, people. And he obviously has doing good things. Allegedly, according to Spanish outlet Mundo Deportivo, they reported Barcelona are closely watching Roque, matching with the sporting director Matteo Armani's recent declaration that the club intends to pursue a two-pronged recruitment strategy, free agents and young talents amid ongoing financial concerns. It said that Barcelona have had scouting reports on him from several games and that he's also endorsed by Deco, who's obviously an advisor to Barcelona and an agent, and obviously probably gave a good word when they signed Rafinha beyond the obvious. Apparently other teams are interested and they want 35 to 40 million euros for him. I would love to. I would love to get it done. I think that's peanuts. I would love to see it happen, people. Allegedly, he's not really bothered about which team he joins, people. Apparently he said, I'm aggressive. I like to score goals. I like to overcome difficult things and looking for challenges so that in time I can play in Europe. I have no preferences about a particular club. I like all the greats in Europe. It is a dream for anybody who plays football in Brazil to be able to make the leap to a big player in Europe. So Edu, go and get him. Gabriel Jesus, start chatting to him. Barcelona lead Arsenal, Chelsea, and PSG in the race to sign the Brazilian rising star Vitor Roque. I mean, Chelsea got a bag of talents, PSG the same, Arsenal as well, but the pathway is there. It make full sense for us to sign him. But we're at Barcelona's mercy. Apparently, the Catalan side aim to sign the 17-year-old in July. Goal understands and they hope to convince the Serie A side to let him go so they can work out a deal with the rising star. Once again, Barcelona are not the only team, top team in for the attacker. Obviously, we've got Martinelli and a couple Brazilian dons. Arsenal, Chelsea, Newcastle, PSG have all reached out to discuss his situation, but have not made concrete proposals. Gunner's sporting director Edu approached the player's agent too. Allegedly, Atletico are not willing to let the Brazil under-20 star go on the cheap. A few of those under-20 stars, even the Andre Santos that Chelsea have signed, they've done quite well at the under-20 European, South American, better yet, championships. Apparently, they are said to be holding out for his release clause, which is 53 million. He has played 36 times, people, since joining from Cesaro last April, and has already been compared to Ronaldo R9, the real Ronaldo, people. So we'll have to see how these things go. He turns 18 at the end of February, which means he's old enough actually now to make the move, people. In his short career, he's contracted until 2027. In his short career, in 36 appearances, he has 7 goals. For Carrizo, his former team, he had 6 goals in 16. So he's not the most experienced. In 29 top flight Serie A games, he has 29 goals and 29 games, 5 goals, 1 assist. So you'd have to give him scope to develop. You need to give him time to mentally, physically, on and off the field, adapt to the European game. But I think it's one that will pay off in many years to come. So it's either we do this or it doesn't happen. Allegedly, once again, Arsenal sporting director Edu has reportedly opened talks with the reps of the 17-year-old Brazilian sensation Vitor Roque, who has scored 6 goals in 7 outings at the Under-20s Championship in South America. Historically, the competition has been responsible for unearthing the best young talent from Brazil, Argentina, Colombia, as European scouts jet across the globe to watch the players in action. At this time around, Roque has been one of the stars of the show for Brazil after consistently delivering top performances. But even prior to the tournament, clubs from Europe had already started to take note as they look for a significant payday that could arrive as soon as this summer. According to Goal, Edu has already approached the player's agent in a bid to pit the likes of Chelsea, Newcastle, Paris Saint-Germain and Barcelona to his signature. Barcelona are understood to be targeting a deal for this summer when they will seek to bring Roque to Catalonia at the end of their current season, people. It won't be easy to negotiate, as obviously he's got a 53 million pound release clause. So you either pay that or go away, really and truly. Apparently, nonetheless, Arsenal among the clubs in contention for the highly coveted forward signature, really. So why not? We all know Edu is allegedly well connected in his homeland of Brazil as he continues to keep tabs on the country's hottest young talents via relationships with agents and sporting directors. Allegedly, Roque has drawn comparisons with Luis Suarez, who, if we didn't bid 40 million and £1, he might very much be an Arsenal player. And obviously, we've signed Martinelli. We've obviously got Edu. We've signed Gabriel. Marquinhos, probably a more project player. He's now gone to Norwich on loan. We have signed him. So we've got our eyes and ears open to the streets, people. So we'll have to see, people. I mean, if we really do have scouts in Brazil and we're doing all these things, it would make sense to convince him. We have previously been linked with Marcus Thuram, people. Apparently, Atletico Madrid now fear Marcus will head to the Premier League. He has also been linked with Chelsea. As we know, the 25-year-old Borussia Mönchengladbach player is a free agent come the summer, people. He was, they refused his sale in January. So we'll have to see. He's also drawn interest from Bayern Munich. Being a free agent at 25 years of age, there's going to be a bag of clubs. As you can see here, Tottenham, Arsenal, Aston Villa, Crystal Palace, and also AC Milan and Inter Milan were also linked with him. I mean, we've been linked with a couple of free agents, Telemans, obviously, Yuri Telemans, Marcus Thuram, and a fellow Frenchman in Ivan Ndika. So the dream is free, the hustle is sold separately. Fabrizio Romano on the future of Rhys Nelson said, Rhys Nelson's future is still not decided as talks over a new deal with Arsenal are not advanced at this stage. His contract expires in June with many clubs interested. Understand Nelson would be happy to stay, but there are no concrete negotiations yet. It's up to Arsenal. And I mean, he's made no secret. Anyone that will listen, he said he would stay. Being cynical, he's got the same agent as Balogun and Saka. You've heard talks around giving them new deals, especially Bukayo Saka, nothing around Rhys Nelson. It probably appears to be the beginning of the end, unless he gets kind of what Eddie Nketiah had last season, where he gets an opportunity and he takes it and he convinced the club, if they had any thoughts of selling him, to renew him. With Arsenal in the Champions League next year, I'm sure, and him being here since he was a little kid, I'm sure he wouldn't want to depart, but you never know. It does feel, as much as I badly would love Rhys Nelson to sign a new deal, I think he's still got some talent. It feels like for him to get to where he needs to, he probably has to divorce from Arsenal and things, but who knows really and truly where Nelson's concerned. Apparently Stan Collymore, I mean, we've been done by clickbait, people, but James Maddison is contracted until 2024. He's linked with a move away from Leicester. We're primarily linked with Yuri Telemans. Maddison has been linked with Arsenal, Tottenham and what have you, people, as well as primarily Newcastle. For what it's worth, I wonder if Arteta's Arsenal may think about signing him too. I mean, with Trossard's ability to play as a 10, with Emil Smith-Rowe, with Odegaard, with Zinchenko able to play in midfield, and I'm probably missing out another name such as the emerging talents at the club. As much as I would have Maddison, and he's an adaptable player, he's got the positive chip on his shoulder, he's a free kick specialist, he would be welcome. It probably fills a profile that we might be well stocked. If there's an opportunity too good to turn down, yeah, really. But it seems that we're more going for more pure central mid options, which I think Maddison has the capacity to play in. I wonder if Mikel Arteta's Arsenal may think about signing him too. They're almost guaranteed to be in the Champions League next season, so they want options, and providing Martin Odegaard with competition could be key to the Norwegian going from strength to strength. I think Arteta would welcome a player as confident as Maddison coming in as well. His personality is a bit like Marmite. He's a player you either love or hate. There's been a few incidences in the past where his behavior has been questioned, so his future will depend on his attitude now, which does seem to have improved. The biggest area he needs to work on now is his level of consistency. He's never really had a solid season from start to finish. I'd agree. He's had strong periods and better and worse moments. But if he can string together a good second half of the campaign and be instrumental in the Foxes staying up, then I'm sure a lot of clubs, including Newcastle and Arsenal, will be in for him come the summer window. And I mean, you know, Spurs are interested. One of their coaches, who's currently in place of Conte, is on the mend from his illness, has spoken about how there's admiration internally for Maddison. So that's one that's probably going to be a summer one for what it's worth. To kind of wrap this up, smash the like button, subscribe and turn on your notifications, and also comment if you haven't already. If we look at what's been said here, once again, no progress in Rhys Nelson extension, says Fabrizio Romano. We're keeping tabs on Vitor Roque. Where AC Milan are considering a move for young loanee. Well, he's on loan at Reims, Folarin Balogun. We did yesterday, check out my video from yesterday. We did speak on Moussa Diaby. Allegedly, Bayern Leverkusen are open to selling Diaby because of what's going on with their club and their probable failure to qualify for European football. Allegedly, we've inquired about Barcelona's Ansu Fati. Barcelona are joining Dortmund and Arsenal in the race for Ivan Fresnadar. Allegedly, we're looking at Manuel Locatelli in the summer. We're favourites to sign Milinkovic-Savic. We're keeping tabs on Dusan Vlahovic. We're currently the favourites for Mitoma. We're targeting Real Sociedad duo Mendes and also Martin Zubimendi. We're the overwhelming favourites for Yuri Telemans. So we're the favourites to sign Milinkovic-Savic, Yuri Telemans, and Mitoma. The dream is free. The us was sold separately. Many players are linked. How much credibility these rumours are, who knows? It's very easy to string along sentences and things. We'll never know. We all know it's going to take big money for Declan Rice, 75 to 100 million euros. David Moyes is saying it's going to have to break the English transfer record. So we're going to have to see from now until obviously next August, or better yet, this September coming when the market is closed. But for now, people, that's all there is to speak about. Primarily, allegedly, our Edu is interested in Vitor Roque. There's no new progress around Rhys Nelson's new deal. So it is what it is in that regards, people. Again, shameless plug. Don't forget, by the time this video comes out, I'm pretty sure it'll be around 2 o'clock. So come and join me either on YouTube or Twitch to watch Arsenal versus Brentford. Hopefully we bounce back after our defeat to Everton, because after that we have a midweek trip to Man City. We've got 3 games in about 10 days, 2 games in very quick succession. So we're going to need to bounce back, man. But as I said at the start, appreciative for you lot tuned in. Appreciate all the consistent support. I hope you and your loved ones are in good health. Subscribe if you haven't. Let me know your thoughts on everything we've discussed. I'm going to love and leave you lot. You lot stay blessed, stay safe. Hope you and your loved ones stay in good health. One love.
There's always just that
Actually, very bad. Defending.
I think it's like